Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Am I wrong for telling my best friend if she wasn't always trying to get with my husband, her boyfriend wouldn't have left her? I have been best friends with Kira since we were little. We were neighbors, went to the same school, college, etc. She was my maid of honor when I married Rowan, who we went to college with. At first, Kira had a big crush on him, but he started liking me. We slowly got closer and I started liking him too. This was after Kira had told me she'd gotten over it and was dating another guy. But I still felt really guilty and didn't want to date him if it would hurt Kira. I asked her multiple times if she was okay with it and she said she was, so I thought it was fine. Kira's been with her latest boyfriend, Adam, for a year or so. However, over the last few months, she's been acting strange around Rowan. Whenever we'd be hanging out, the three of us, or even with Adam there, she'd always find some way to sit next to Rowan, laugh at everything he said, etc. I didn't think anything of it initially because I knew that's her personality, and her and Rowan are friends. But then she started always asking me if Rowan was there before she came over, and if I said no, she'd often suddenly say she couldn't come. Though sometimes she would say that even if he was there. Rowan also told me about a comment she made to him once about how he was so patient for putting up with me, being too tired to do anything with him, now that I was pregnant, which I thought was weird. Red flag in a best friend. If they're making comments about you to your husband, girl. The odd behavior continued, but to be honest, the pregnancy had been keeping me too exhausted to give it a lot more thought, and Rowan seemed as friendly with Kira as always. But 2 days ago, our mutual friend Shay threw a dinner party. Me and Rowan went, as did Kira and Adam. Kira got a bit tipsy and she kept trying to sit down with Rowan and touch him. He excused himself a few times, but she kept finding him. I tried to get her off a few times, and I was getting mad because this was a new line she was crossing. She was slurring about how I stole Rowan from her. Thankfully, Adam was too busy talking to Shay's husband to hear this, but he definitely saw Kira's actions. The next afternoon, I was at Shay's again with some friends when Kira showed up. She was crying about how Adam had broken up with her that day, saying he didn't think they were going to work out. Everyone was consoling her, but I was just kind of sitting there. I couldn't help but feel like she brought this upon herself. She asked me, "Aren't you going to say something?" So I said, maybe Adam wouldn't have left you if you weren't trying to get with Rowan all the time. Some of our other friends were shocked to hear this and got mad at Kira. Some got angry with me, saying Kira was just really friendly with everyone, and that was a horrible accusation to make. Kira was upset, saying she couldn't believe I thought that of her, and maybe we really weren't that close. She left in tears, and I left soon after too. Now I don't know, maybe I was wrong. Kira had been drinking at the dinner party and might not have meant what she said, and the other stuff could have been nothing. Maybe this was too harsh to say to her after a breakup, or we could have talked privately, not in front of our friends. Girl, tell her. I mean, it's so obvious what she's doing. If you had a crush on someone, right, and they didn't like you back, the crush will still be there. Even if it's like a little bit, it'll still be there deep down. I mean, she's not doing that to any other person's husband, so why is she doing that to Rowan? You know what I mean? And it's even more obvious the fact that we know that she used to like Rowan. So yeah. Maybe she's jealous. She's jealous that Rowan chose her best friend instead of her. And she's trying to get with him now, but it's just not working on her end. Seriously. I hate people who are always like, it's just my personality. Like, yes, it can be your personality, but there are boundaries that you just shouldn't cross. You know, you can't be excused for everything just because it's your personality. I'm violent, it's just my personality. I'm crazy, it's just my personality. Touching someone without the consent is just icky anyways. You know, like, it's just my personality. I'm just touchy. Get away from me. But also, Kira would no longer be my friend. Like, if she keeps on doing this, I wouldn't even keep her around me anymore. Not because I'm insecure, but because I don't want my boyfriend to feel uncomfortable around her. Oh, tricky. So this person is definitely not wrong for calling Kira out, but I do feel like she should have put an end to it way before this. Am I wrong for not walking my daughter's friend home? My daughter, Rowan, another Rowan, recently hosted her very first sleepover. She invited her best friend, Amanda, who lives just across the street and 2 houses down from us. They did all the classic sleepover activities: pizza, popcorn, a movie, face masks, and nail polish. Everything was going perfectly, until around 11 p.m. when Rowan came into our bedroom to let me know Amanda was homesick and wanted to go home. I went to check on Amanda, and while she assured me she was having fun, she really wanted her mum. Fair enough. I texted her mum, Susan, to let her know what was happening, and she said it was fine for Amanda to come home. So Amanda packed up her things, and I walked her to the porch. From there, I watched her walk the short distance to her house and go inside safely before heading back inside myself. The next day, I ran into Susan while she was out walking in the neighborhood. I asked how Amanda was doing, and well, Susan was furious. Apparently, Amanda had been upset about leaving early, but what really got Susan's blood boiling was that I didn't walk her to the door. She berated me for letting her child walk home alone at night in the cold, with the potential of God knows what's happening to her. For context, we live in a quiet cul-de-sac in a safe neighborhood. I stood on the porch the entire time and watched Amanda walk into her house before going inside. Amanda didn't seem scared or hesitant, and she never asked me to walk with her. To be honest, it didn't even occur to me that it would be an issue. When I was a kid, I would walk all over by myself. Sure, I know times have changed, but I genuinely thought this was fine. Susan didn't see it that way. She's still furious and has been telling neighbors I put Amanda in danger. Despite my apologies to both her and Amanda, she's banned the girls from playing together. Now I'm left wondering, was I wrong to not walk Amanda to her front door? If the mom is that worried and they live a street across from each other, 2 houses down, the mom could have gotten Amanda herself. But what was she doing? Her lazy ass was in bed. Okay, like, girl, if your kid is playing at your neighbor's house and then they text you telling you that your kid wants to come home, surely you go to their house because they're literally only 2 houses down. Across the street too. And it's the mom's responsibility to come get the kid if the kid wants to come home. If your kid is over at someone's place and then they want to come home, the mom is supposed to be the one to drive them home. You know, like, what is this mom thinking? What is Amanda's mom thinking? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!